To be in limbo. To be in a state of uncertainty or indecision, often due to a lack of progress or resolution. To be in an intermediate or transitional state, neither fully resolved nor completely abandoned. His application for citizenship is in limbo pending further review. The deal is currently in limbo while negotiations continue. The project has been in limbo since the funding was put on hold. The court case remains in limbo until a decision is reached. The policy changes have left employees in limbo about their future roles. To be in the dark. To lack information or understanding about a particular situation or topic. To be uninformed or unaware of important details or developments. I'm completely in the dark about what's going on. The public was kept in the dark about the government's surveillance programs. She felt like she was in the dark regarding the changes to the project timeline. Employees were kept in the dark about the company's financial difficulties. Investors were left in the dark about the true state of the company's finances. To be anyone's guess. To be uncertain or unknown, impossible to predict accurately. To have no clear or definitive answer, open to speculation or conjecture. How long the repairs will take is anyone's guess. It depends on the extent of the damage. Whether the event will be canceled due to weather is anyone's guess. When the new product will be released is anyone's guess until the official announcement. The outcome of the election is anyone's guess given the current political climate. Whether he'll accept the offer is anyone's guess at this point. To be in the dark about something. To be uninformed or unaware of specific information or details. To lack knowledge or understanding about a particular subject or situation. Employees are in the dark about the company's future plans. The team was in the dark about the changes to the project scope. Investors are in the dark about the company's financial performance. I'm in the dark about the reasons for the delay. She's in the dark about her husband's whereabouts. To be uncertain which way the wind blows. To be unsure about future developments or outcomes, lacking clear direction or indication. To be unable to predict how a situation will unfold, uncertain about prevailing attitudes or trends. Public opinion is divided, and politicians are uncertain which way the wind blows. The political landscape is constantly shifting, and it's uncertain which way the wind blows. With conflicting reports, investors are uncertain which way the wind blows regarding market trends. In times of economic turmoil, businesses are often uncertain which way the wind blows. With so much uncertainty, it's hard to know which way the wind blows. To be in no man's land. To be in a state of uncertainty or ambiguity, neither here nor there. To be in an area lacking clear boundaries or definition, a state of liminality. We're in no man's land until we reach a consensus on the next steps. The project is in no man's land until we receive further instructions. The issue falls into no man's land between legal and ethical considerations. Negotiations have reached a deadlock, leaving us in no man's land. His proposal is stuck in no man's land between approval and rejection. To be a shot in the dark. To be an attempt or guess made with little or no knowledge, a speculative or random guess. To be a risky or uncertain action with unpredictable outcomes. Investing in the stock market can be a shot in the dark if you're not well informed. Predicting the winner of the competition is just a shot in the dark. He took a shot in the dark and applied for the job, even though he didn't meet all the requirements. Trying to find the solution without any clues is a shot in the dark. His decision to move to a new city was a shot in the dark, but it turned out to be the right choice. To be a gray area. To refer to a situation or concept that is unclear or undefined, lacking distinct boundaries or definitions. To describe a matter that is open to interpretation, with no clear right or wrong answer. The legality of the issue is a gray area that requires further legal analysis. The decision falls into a gray area between policy and personal preference. Ethical considerations in business can often fall into a gray area, requiring careful judgment. Determining responsibility in this case is a gray area. Both parties share some fault. The rules regarding online privacy are still a gray area in many jurisdictions. To walk on eggshells. To act cautiously or delicately in a situation to avoid causing offense or trouble. To tread carefully or gingerly, as if afraid of making a misstep. Living with her unpredictable mood swings feels like walking on eggshells. With tensions high, everyone in the office is walking on eggshells. After their argument, they're both walking on eggshells around each other. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells around my boss lately. He's been walking on eggshells since the incident, afraid to upset anyone. To walk a tightrope. To navigate a difficult situation requiring extreme balance, skill, or caution. To manage a precarious or delicate situation, often with little margin for error. As a politician, he constantly walks a tightrope between pleasing different interest groups. She's walking a tightrope trying to maintain her friendships while pursuing her career. Navigating the complexities of international diplomacy requires walking a tightrope. Managing the company's finances is like walking a tightrope in this economic climate. Balancing work and family responsibilities feels like walking a tightrope. To walk the talk. To demonstrate one's commitment or sincerity by matching actions with words. To follow through on promises or statements by taking concrete action. It's easy to talk about change, but he actually walks the talk. He's known for walking the talk and leading by example. She's not just a motivational speaker. She walks the talk in her daily life. Our company prides itself on walking the talk when it comes to environmental sustainability. Actions speak louder than words, so it's important to walk the talk. To walk in someone else's shoes. To empathize with another person's perspective or experience. To imagine oneself in another person's situation to understand their feelings or motivations. It's hard to truly empathize until you've walked in someone else's shoes. Before you judge her, try to walk in her shoes for a day. He needs to learn to walk in someone else's shoes to understand their struggles. Walking in his shoes helped me see things from a different perspective. Walking in her shoes made me realize how challenging her job really is. To walk the line. To maintain a balanced or neutral position between two extremes. To adhere strictly to rules or standards without deviation. He tries to walk the line between work and personal life, but sometimes it's challenging. It's important to walk the line between assertiveness and aggression in negotiations. She's known for walking the line when it comes to following company policies. As a referee, you have to walk the line between enforcing the rules and keeping the game fair. The politician walked the line on controversial issues to appeal to a broad base of voters. To walk the plank. To be forced to face a dire consequence, especially in a hopeless situation. To metaphorically face imminent danger or punishment, often as a result of one's actions. With the company facing bankruptcy, employees feared they would soon have to walk the plank. After his reckless behavior, he knew he was walking the plank with his job. If we can't pay the rent, we'll have to walk the plank and leave the apartment. The accused criminal was given a choice: walk the plank or face a lengthy prison sentence. The manager warned that anyone caught stealing would walk the plank. To walk in circles. To move aimlessly or without making progress. To repeat the same actions or conversations without reaching a resolution. To be caught in a cycle of repetitive behavior or thought. He felt like he was walking in circles in his job, with no opportunities for advancement. The meeting felt like we were walking in circles, discussing the same issues with no solutions. Her mind was walking in circles, unable to break free from negative thoughts. We've been walking in circles trying to solve this problem. The hikers lost their way in the forest and ended up walking in circles. To walk a fine line. To navigate a situation or relationship delicately, avoiding extremes or potential conflicts. To balance between acceptable and unacceptable behavior, often in a morally or legally ambiguous context. He walked a fine line between honesty and diplomacy during the interview. Politicians often have to walk a fine line when discussing sensitive topics. In his role as mediator, he had to walk a fine line between neutrality and advocacy. The comedian walked a fine line between humor and offensiveness. As a teacher, she had to walk a fine line between being friendly and maintaining authority. To walk on air. To feel extremely happy or elated. To feel as if one is walking with lightness or buoyancy, as if floating. Despite the rainy weather, their romantic date left them both walking on air. His promotion had him walking on air, feeling like he was on top of the world. The unexpected compliment had her walking on air for the rest of the day. After receiving the good news, she felt like she was walking on air. Winning the championship made him walk on air for weeks. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.